Hey everyone, how's it going? Azrin here, owner of the Calgary Language Nerds, and welcome to today's Learn Gujarati with Me podcast episode and YouTube video. Today we're going to do some more pronunciation practice. A few lessons ago, I made a minimal pair training video where we looked at two different letters in Gujarati, and we tried to look at what the difference is between those two letters. Gujarati is a language that has a tremendous number of letters that sound really, really similar. And so it is worth, particularly for those who want to sound very clear, have a good pronunciation, it is worth spending some time to make sure that we go through some of these really tricky letters and help you to pronounce them very, very well, help you pronounce them properly. Last time, the two letters we looked at were the letters da and the. Again, we looked at da, 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 da. Look at my tongue. Da, 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 da. Notice how I bite my tongue there, like that. And we also, that's a dental D. And we looked at the retroflex D, which is, look at my tongue. Da, 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 da. Much more in the mouth, right? Da, 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 da. Bite your tongue. Da, 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 da. No biting of the tongue. It's inside your mouth. For the retroflex D, by the way, I'm going to show you a little exercise. If you take your finger like this, stick your tongue out like that. Stick your tongue out, take your finger, put it here, underneath, right at the tip of the tongue, like that. Okay. And I want you to fold your tongue back like this. See that? So you actually see my tongue is folded right at the tip, not here. Don't do this. Not like in the middle of your tongue, just at the tip, right at the top. And fold it back. Notice when you push your tongue back, you're going to feel your tongue touching your tongue. Your tongue is folded and you'll feel it touching yourself. When we say these retroflex letters, Gujarati has a number of them, right? Gujarati is da, da, ana, ara. We have a number of these retroflex letters. When we say them, pretty much as a beginner, you want to actually feel your tongue touching itself. Like you want to feel your tongue folded on itself. So that'll force you to get your tongue into the right spot. Like, oh, I got to fold my tongue. You want to feel that. Now, once you start to get more advanced, not even advanced, once you start to get the hang of it, you don't need to fold your tongue all the way back. It is impractical to do so. It's very difficult to talk naturally and properly and fluently. You can't fold your tongue back all the way every single time. But in the beginning, when you're just training your tongue to say these letters, it is going to help you to really fold that tongue back a lot, where you feel it touching, like you can really feel your tongue folded. It is going to help you a lot. And that's really relevant for today's lesson. Today, we're going to look at the difference between da and ra. And I'm going to really emphasize these letters so you can hear it clearly. Ra, 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 and da, 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 da. You should hear a very clear difference. I'll do it one more time. Ra, 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 da, 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 da. They should sound remarkably different. You should be like, oh my God, yeah, those are very different. Ra is like a rolled R, kind of like in Spanish or something like that. Whereas da, 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 da is not, there's no rolling happening. So these letters, if I share my screen here, let me get a whiteboard open as well. I don't have one. Here we go. Whiteboard and share. So if we look at these letters here, if we look at how to write them, and they're written like this. So in the Gujarati script, we have ra, and then we have da. Da, ra, and da. You'll notice that ra, we can really roll that letter. Like I know not everyone can roll their R's, but if you pronounce that R correctly, and someone does, they really could roll it. You could go ra, you could like you could really lean into it. Whereas this bottom letter, da, there's no way to roll it. It is just da, da. There's no rolling that ever happens. Now, these two letters are a little bit tricky for people want to really distinguish the difference when they're hearing and to pronounce as well. Because when you're talking quickly, Gujaratis don't tend to roll this R very much. They rarely go Ra, ra, ra. It's not really that strong. They usually keep it quite light. Same with the da. The da is kept pretty light as well. These are two very light letters. So when we're talking quickly, it's often a little bit tricky to distinguish between the two. And for people who want to have a very just a really sharp ear for the Gujarati language, have a really good listening comprehension, really sharp ear. You can really hear it clearly. You can pronounce it clearly. It is important to get used to the slight distinction between these two letters. So we're going to practice these together. I'm going to say one of these two letters. You tell me which one I said. Are you ready? Here we go. I'll make it easy mode to begin. I'll emphasize the ra quite a bit so you can hear it. So you tell me which one it is. Ra, 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 ra. Obviously, this is an R, right? Okay, next one. You tell me what I'm saying. Da, 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 da. Which letter is that? Obviously, this one. Second one, letter D, right? Let's try again. I'll go a little bit more. I won't emphasize, if I say ra, I won't emphasize it quite as much. Here we go. Ra, 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 ra. That is an R, right? Ra, 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 ra. Just not as emphasized. I haven't rolled it quite as much. Ra, 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 ra. If you listen really carefully, I hope the microphone is picking this up. You should hear a tiny fluttering of the tongue. When I go, I hope the microphone picks that up. When you're rolling an R, your tongue is like fluttering really fast in your mouth. It's a fluttering motion in your mouth. Your tongue is going everywhere, right? And with the ra, we are going to notice a very light tongue. It's a very fluttery tongue. You're going to hear, if you listen very carefully, right? This is a nuanced game. This is not just listening for meaning. This is listening for correct sounds. When you listen to Gujarati with a nuanced ear, you're going to notice that ra sound, ra will often have a tiny fluttering of the tongue. Ra 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 ra. Whereas the other one, da 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 da, it's almost heavier. Do you hear that? Ra 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 ra. That's the R. Da 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 da. Da da. This da sound. It sounds almost heavy. It sounds almost like you're saying, well, duh, like duh. You should be drinking water every day. Duh, duh. That's important, right? Like you should really hear that. Duh, like it's a duh, duh, duh. There's a different quality. Do you hear that quality difference? I'll pronounce them side by side again. You should hear, it's almost like, if I stop my screen share, it's kind of funny when you really analyze these two sounds, it's almost like the R sound and the D sound, the D and the R in Gujarati. It's almost like technically with the tongue and the mouth, like they're pronounced pretty much the same, almost the same, but there's a different behind the scenes quality. Ra 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 ra. I feel like I'm jumping in a field and like ra 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 ra, like la 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 la, like you're jumping around in a field in sunshine and rainbows and Daisy wearing a skirt. Well, I'm not wearing a skirt, but you get the imagery, right? You're like prancing around like ra ra ra. Whereas da 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 da, like da is very heavy. It's not. There's no ra ra. You're not like floating around in a field. I hope this is making some kind of sense, and I'm not crazy, but there really is a different quality to them. There's a different quality, even though the tongue is kind of in the same spot, almost. Okay. So let's practice again. Let's add a vowel sound. Let's add ra and da. Ra and da. Let's even do like a random word that's like some random sounds. Let's do like I don't know, let's do like um okay, these aren't actual words, but we'll just play with these sounds just to play with them. Okay, so this would be Mara. This is going to be Mara. Okay, listen carefully. I'll say them both. This is number one. This is number two. Okay, so number one is the R. Number two is that D sound. Number one, Mara, Mara, Mara. Number two, Mara, Mara, Mara. Ooh, that's tricky, isn't it? That's hard. Listen again. Number one, I'll emphasize it just a little bit to make it a little bit more clear. Mara, Mara, Mara. Number two, Mara, Mara, Mara. I'll even emphasize number two a little bit more just to make it hyper clear. Mara, Mada, 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 Mada versus Mara, Mara, Mara. So if I pronounce them emphasized, I'll just say that I'll flip between the two. You should probably notice when I flip. Mara, 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 Mara. Those are number one. Mada, 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 Mada. Mara, 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 number one. Mara, 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 number two. So Mara, 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 number two. Mara, Mara, Mara. Okay. And again, when you talk really, really fast, like don't be concerned if they sounded exactly the same, because in really fast speech, they might actually end up blending together and sounding really similar. So in really fast speech, don't worry about it, but because it might blend. But yeah, normal speech, kind of regular, kind of clear speech, you should hear a tiny difference. Mara, Mara, Mara. That's number one with an R. Mara, Mara, Mara. Number two. Let's try another pair. Let's do like, I don't know, let's try with E. Let's do I don't know, Mira. I don't know, Mira. Oh, it's a name, I guess. That's someone's name, Mira. And we can do oops. And then we can do Mira. So again, it's gonna be really similar, but they're different. Mira, Mira, Mira. That's number one. Mira, Mira, Mira. That's number two. In fact, as I'm even doing this myself, I'm noticing another quality. Hopefully if this is hard for you, hopefully this will help. I'm noticing with this mira, the second one, it's almost like I have to actually put more tongue emphasis. Even though the sound is very similar, you're going to hear my tongue, like, you're going to hear that tongue, like, really, like, click. Mira, da, 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 like, da, da, ra, mira. Like it's a very strong kind of a movement. Whereas this one's really light. Mira, mira, ra, 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 ra. It's not ra, ra. There's no strong emphasis, right? Let's try. I'll say one of the two. You tell me which one I'm saying. It'll either be a really light mira or a mira, mira. There's like a stronger one. Ready? Mira, 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 mira. That's number two. Mira with their duh sound. Mira. Let's try first. Let's try another one. You tell me which one I'm saying. Mira, mira, mira. That should be number one. Let's try again. Mira, 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 mira. That's number two. Let's just try with, let's get rid of me. Let's just do those two sounds. Let's just do that. Let's just get rid of the first letter. So you have ra, 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 number one, ra, 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 ra. I'm alternating between the two. There's a slight, I'm alternating 1, 2, 1, 2. Number one, ra. Number two, ra, 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 ra. Let's try another. Let's do with o. Let's do ro and ro. So ro, oops, ro. Okay, number one, ro. Number two, ro. That should be easier to hear, actually. I think that'll be easier to hear. Number one, ro. Number two, ro. Ro, 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 ro. Usually you should hear that. That one you should hear a little bit more clearly. Let's just get rid of the vowels. Let's just do the letters again. Number one, ra. Number two, ra. Ra, ra. Ra, ra. Ra, ra. Ra, ra. Notice with ra, sometimes I end up accidentally, like I don't even do it intentionally, it just rolls a little bit too much, just happens. Ra, ra. Ra, ra. Ra, ra. Ra, ra, Let's try one more vowel. Let's try U. Let's try ru and ru. So we have ru, ru, ru. That's tougher. That's harder to hear, actually. Ru, 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 ru. Is that helpful? I think so. These letters, I admit, they're a little tricky, and honestly, even when someone's talking really fast, you might not be able to quickly identify which one it was. But I really hope that at a bare minimum, this video did help a little bit to help distinguish and really clarify which letters which. Is it ra or is it ra? Like if we really lean into those letters, okay? Feel free to rewatch this video as often as you need to like really drill these letters and practice them. And I'll see you next time. Aujo. Bye.